new library was going to be built for $1.2 million, which we could not afford. I told the board we just couldn't do that to the taxpayers. We could not afford it. So by the time I explained to him that, you know, these things were done and it wasn't keeping us from doing that road, that was a whole different pot of money, so to speak. And then we got talking about the fishing tournaments and other things. So he was fine.
But he didn't know what he had already done his damage on the road.
Yeah, he didn't, and that's what happens. I said, and getting back to what I was going to make the point is, and I said, everything that I'm telling you today, if you would come to our monthly meetings, has been said at our meetings.
Right.
So, and that's why people don't understand, because they see one thing and just run with it completely wrong.
So he was somebody that did come to the monthly meeting.
No, he's never been to a meeting that I know of.
Yeah.
But he lives in Wilmington?
He lives right outside, yeah. Right in the
So that's what he needs to start doing. He needs to start coming to the monthly meeting.
Well, I tried to tell him, I said, we meet once a month, and if you have a question, I'd rather you call and come talk to me or a board member
First.
and find out the facts before you go and talk on the radio. Because I did. I told him, I said, as hard as we are working, something like that is damaging to the image of people, because they believe you. Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
You're on the radio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens with a lot of people. They, you know, take something and
Sure.
put it
And
out
and the
there.
media is known for that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the church that do the same thing.
Oh yeah, look,
They don't come to church, but they can tell you what to do.
I know it. That's the truth. It is. It's the way it is.
But are you saying that y'all not gonna fix that road?
No,
Because I was wondering myself, because I go through there, you know, and
Yeah.
it is, it's bad on your
It is,
vehicle.
but I tell you,
And you know they got houses there. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
got
well, that's-
Dr. Moore and his daughter and the nursing home.
well, Dr. Moore died, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
his daughter, his wife
that is a long way down. And the thing, see, some people don't realize we inherited that road. So it's like I asked him, I said, and somebody else said, and I did ask him, I said, where were you 10 years ago? That road's been like that. I've been living here since '76, and it's been like that since I've lived here. We got a new board, new mayor. We got priorities that we have got up here at the top, and that is at them. And I told him up front, it's on the bottom of the list right now.
Stop going through there.
So let me ask, do they come to the meeting?
Do what?
Do they come to the monthly meeting?
Who?
The people that live on the highway.
Dr. Moore just died.
Wow,
He's
I
not.
know.
I've
His
never
wife
seen
can't
him.
come. His
But
wife
I'm-
is
but I'm-
bedridden. She
But
can't
I'm
come.
saying, what I'm
about
saying
the
She's
is,
daughter?
bedridden.
What
She
about the daughter?
has to have care. She works.
but just because they come to the meeting, they've never complained.
She can't come.
I mean, and like I said, it's other issues that you can't, it's like I told my husband tells me, is that, you know, we have had a good 2 years. We've done a lot of things that's noticeable, clean up the old, old funeral home, and Dickens has been there how many years and looked horrible. It's never been there. So we're doing priorities of trying to clean up the town to make it attractive for people to come into town. And they're not being rude or ugly, but that's a bypass. You know, you got a good 158 and other roads you don't have to go. It's in the south part.
Sometimes it is a shortcut now.
Well, I'm
For
just,
us,
but I'm just
sometimes
saying
it
is that
That's a shortcut.
road.
It's quicker.
Well, I'm just saying we've got
To go to
roads that
Roanoke.
are in more worse need than that one road over
Sometimes you
there.
have to.
But see, the
Depends.
key word here,
If
the key word here is priorities. It's just like your household. You may want a new refrigerator. You may need a new heating system.
Mm-hmm.
So you come together and you talk.
Mhm.
Which one is more important?
Mhm.
And that's exactly how the local government runs.
Mhm.
They may have to make priorities. Now, sooner or later, yes, that will become a priority. And another thing you got to look at is one thing that I've heard is that the taxes have been lowered here. What, for how many years?
2 years in
at
a
least
row.
2 years in a row. So you see, so that's saving taxpayers money. But still, things need to be done. You see,
Yeah,
so it gives the taxpayers a break, and meanwhile, this is called community development. And that's what I'm trying to do on the internet, is to try to educate those who do read my blog site and my articles about community development. It takes time.
It's what's best for the whole, you know.
Exactly.
You look at the whole picture.
Exactly.
Well, there
You
are a lot
have
of
to
little
look at it.
things that you could do to improve the looks of the town.
Exactly.
And not wait for somebody else to do it for you.
Exactly.
Like, you go up Maple Street 2 or 3 times a day, and it's 3 and 4 cars parked in the front yard.
I know that's supposed.
And
that's
the
not supposed
porches
to be.
are full of people. It looks like a carnival or a fairground.
That's what
And
that's exactly
We
right.
went back this morning.
That's what we right.
See, we have that
before we
problem.
came down here,
Let 'em finish.
there wasn't a car in sight,
Mhm.
and it didn't look
I know
half
that's right.
bad.
I
But
know
you,
that's right.
certain times a day, it's
Mhm.
3 and 4 cars in the yard, in the
That's it.
front.
That's
I
it.
thought you
More
weren't
than
supposed
that.
to park
You're
in your
not.
front yard.
That's it, that's it, that's
No,
right.
you're not.
In your
It's
front
supposed to be a
yard.
dri-
In the
it's
front
supposed to be a
yard, right in
drive.
front of the house. Sometimes it'd be 4 cars parked in,
Well,
you
now
can't even
the-
see the
Right.
porch.
I think Ronald Rabbits has made like an ordinance
I-
where they can't,
they did.
like, but I mean, where, I guess people looking at the fact that, I don't know if they rent or own or whatever. But now, if I own, there are times, you know,
They're
if you
runners,
wanna,
they're not, they don't, they're runners.
you may, I mean, but there are times when, if we're just pulling out our vehicle, we may pull up into, and then we don't let it stay there, but we move it. But if you're paying your taxes, I don't think it's right for somebody to really tell you that you can't park on your lawn and you paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's not, I ain't talking about 4 cars, I ain't talking about 4 cars.
But you have to have a driveway. You just cannot park on your
Mm-hmm.
grass. And it's like Ms. Riddle said, if everybody in the town,
Yeah, think about it.
if everybody parks all over the place, well, it's just,
then-
it's not acceptable.
Well,
It's
see,
not.
we have many-
It evaluates properties. They gotta, and we're having an issue with your street and they're working
That's
on
right.
that.
I mean,
But I'm
you
saying,
know.
what the problem is now is, a lot of it is when these streets were built in the early 1900s, way back when they were built, nobody even had a car. Most of the people walked.
Right.
I mean, when they did, I mean, really, and now every person living in a household has a car, and you're creating a problem with small lots and narrow streets. I mean, that's one thing.
The issue on our street, and I mean, look, it's no secret. If you drive up there, you'll see it for yourself. You don't really have to, all you gotta do is just drive up our street. Even if we didn't open our mouth and say a word. Because it's other people coming to our, you know, they're saying things to us about it. You know, but these are people who are bringing in cars, working on them. They're just old cars, and you're working on them, and you got them using the neighbor's lawn. You know what I'm saying? Halfway over, if they drive over into my yard, we don't have a problem. You know, but boats, two
What-
boats. You know what I'm saying? On the street, it takes up a lot of space, and then you got somebody else across the street parked side by side. You know. And when we moved over there, it was not like that. That's all I'm gonna say. It was not like that.
Nothing's
It
like
was
it used
nice.
to be. Really?
It was just really nice.
Y'all, excuse me, I'm gonna call Wilbur to make sure he's coming. If not, we're gonna do something.
But it really was. It was just the nicest neighborhood. They put curbing in, you know, on our street, and it was just so quiet. And honestly, it was more. Now it's more teenagers and the younger people. But then it was
Are they
more
runners?
settled.
Are they runners?
We didn't know that. It's a lot of renters, homeowners. You know, we thought it was homeowners. You don't know. I
Well,
guess
you
we
know,
didn't ask. We should have asked.
Harry Watson. He lives across the street from us. And he bought up, to keep runners out, he bought up some houses around him, and he fixed my, and he's very particular who he rents to. You're gonna be nice, you're gonna keep that yard up. He's
That's
got
what
it
we
nice.
need.
The man that lived next to us pulled his car in the front yard, this was last summer,
Mhm.
and Mr. Watson came across and asked him to, tell him, you not go.
He owned that house.
Mhm.
Well,
You've got a drive, and you've got a big backyard, and he's,
See, but see, the landlords, the landlords make a difference.
Yeah.
It's the landlords who
This is
own
for
the
the mayor.
property.
That's right.
And all they care about is
That's
getting
right.
that dollar.
That's all.
and those
That's all they care
people
about.
down the street, the landlord probably is in New Jersey. Anyway, they take care of it in North Rapids, renting.
hmm That's all they care about. It's the dollar. They don't care how they get it, as long as they got that dollar. They don't care where, you know what I'm
If
saying?
they had to live.
They don't care.
If they had to live there.
They don't
and
care.
see it.
But don't y'all agree though, if the pressure was put on the landlords,
Mhm.
we don't live in the country. We live in a city or we live in a town. And there's certain things that you can do that you can't do. However, if you live in the country, you can pretty much do like you want to because it's country. But in a town or a city, you just can't do certain things because every city and every town has ordinance.
Right.
And if you're gonna live in the town, if you're gonna live in the city, then you gotta abide by the ordinance.
Somebody's got to enforce
Yeah.
it.
You know, and
But-
somebody has
yeah,
to enforce it.
yeah.
So if the town or city would enforce and put the pressures on the
laws.
landlord, we wouldn't have a whole lot of problem, y'all.
That's right.
And wouldn't y'all agree with that?
Yeah, because outside of the city limits, the county, y'all know, they burn trash. We can't do that. You get out there and go pow, 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 pow. You can't do that. You know, it's just a lot of stuff inside the city limits you just can't do. And I tell him, I said, some of these people need to be out in the country. The dogs run loose. You go to nobody's house out in the country. They
But
are
just
not on
because
no leash. You don't have
rent the house
orders.
doesn't mean
You know?
you can't.
Dogs
You
run
got to go
loose.
by the rules.
I mean, you know.
You gotta have rules.
You gotta have
Gotta
You gotta have rules. Otherwise, things get out of hand. Like you said, okay,
Mhm.
you should be able to park on your lawn, but and probably if it was going to be an hour or two, you're going to wash your car or whatever.
Right.
But when you just leave it there, see, then everybody else can put their boats, and like you said, and it gets out of hand. So you got to have a rule: park in your driveway. That's where they're parking. But sooner or later, I
don't
think
know what
some of
they
these
gonna
things
do
are going to
with
be
theirs and
taken
fit
care
in
of. You know what I mean?
nobody's driveway.
And the loud music, Lord have mercy, that's
Exactly,
That's
and that's
one of our
another thing.
issues.
Sure.
And a
Sure.
lot of
our
it is
issue.
incoming traffic, really, a lot
Sure.
of it, and they just get out of the car and they leave the windows down, they go in the house, and the car is sitting out there with the, and you in your house and can't hear.
Sure.
You know, it's just,
Absolutely. And so, and you know,
Things
so
have just changed,
probably
you know.
the ordinance, the last ordinance, they didn't have that kind of stuff. Come on in.
Mm-mm.
Come on in.
it ain't there.
And so they didn't have those kind of ordinances. So now you got to update, you got to come. And that's a process. Bringing that
Well-
ordinance in, it just doesn't happen like that.
I came and asked for a copy of that not long ago, twice, and they said they were updating, updating, and I didn't want to pay for something that's not, you know, current.
hmm
So now I've come down here and asked for that, cause I want to see what we have in writing. What do we have, ordinances or whatever? And they said it was really, really, really old, and it was
And
being
a
updated.
living room couch sitting on the front porch.
That's the kind of stuff you get.
Yeah.
You know, it's just Miss Miller, it's just changed. You know, even I'm talking about my time. I'm talking about even in my time.
Yeah, I know.
I know how I was raised by my grandmama,
I know.
who lived to be 98 years old.
I knew your
And I'm
grandmama.
telling, not Granny. You might have known the other one. You talking about Annie Scott?
Annie Scott.
I'm
I
talking
knew.
about my mama's mama lived to be 98. She was much older than my granny, and you know she was at home and took care of all grandchildren. Never was by herself. Grandchild, somebody's child was in her house. I mean, they just had, you know, they just had these morals. Respect is a word these young people don't know. They don't respect nobody. Call you by your name. You know, don't put handles to nobody. It's just changed. You know?
Yeah.
And you gotta be careful, cause now
You do have to.
they may have something packed, and you say just a little something and push the wrong button, you get shot. You know, that's what we're dealing with now. It's
You're right,
it's
you're right.
something. It is.
And that's a shame.
Isn't it a shame?
It's a shame. Even, I mean, yesterday I had I was sitting on the steps and some young boys came, about 4 or 5, and so I got up so that they could walk into the. 4 of them sat down, and one went into the building, and they just took my seat in my own property where I live. You know.
It's not funny, is it?
It's not,
You
you're
know, but
right.
I just got up and I walked up because I've seen it before.
Right.
You know, why say anything?
Right.
Let them go on about their business.
Right.
You know, maybe I'll get an opportunity to talk to one of, especially the one that lives in the building.
Right.
You know, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to your dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it happens again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's strange
It's that.
how the world has changed.
It is. It's just.
Well, and, you know, the thing is missing is mostly is respect.
That's what I just said. They don't have. They don't know that word.
Yeah. It's respect. Yeah.
We were taught when you get up, you slept in the same house, but when you wake up, you hadn't seen. Good morning. What's wrong with that? Good morning. And I worked at a place, I'm telling y'all, and this
Well,
lady
thank
was
you.
in her
Don't
70s.
exist anymore.
And
Yes.
he said,
that's
good
right.
morning.
I agree
I'm
with you.
serious. And she said, what's good about it? Right, hateful. I said,
That's
she was- I'm saying she was an older lady. And and I said, good morning.
But
What's
you know what?
good about it? And I'm going, I got a lot to be thankful for myself, It's bad to wake up like that. And you
Sure
can't
is.
just say, good morning, Miss Riddle. Good morning. Or at least, how you doing?
Sometimes, what I found out throughout the years is a lot of times I've wondered why people do act that way, and I found out that there's something going on in their life
lives.
that's really
It's true.
tough.
But you know what? I guess I had to learn. But you can't let it make you like that. You
Yeah.
know, all of us, even right now.
Yeah.
I know he's been really sick.
Mhm.
My dad, I'm dealing with a lot. But it's not going to cause me not to be polite.
Yeah.
And just,
But you're a fighter. Some people
You
aren't
just have to
fighters.
face it and
you have to
make
deal
the best
with it.
of
Some things you just gotta,
Yes.
be thankful he's still here.
That's right.
You still here.
That's right. That's right.
Lord,
But
I
that
tell
comes
you.
with age.
That comes with age, right? I know
think
that's
so.
right.
Or maturity.
Maturity.
Mhm.
It's something though. We live in the generation.
Because I had back in the day when I was younger, I did my little
I know
thing,
that's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Mhm.
But I finally found out it wasn't worth nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
But even in our day,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
nowhere near
Right.
like it is.
Right.
At least we had some respect.
Exactly.
We did our thing,
Exactly. Exactly.
but we were taught to respect.
Mhm.
And if we didn't, guess what? We got our butt whipped.
Mhm.
Good fashion.
Mhm.
Today you cannot.
So that's
You
the
go in
difference.
jail. You go in jail.
You go to jail now.
Are you
can't-
German? You're not German. Are you German?
I live in Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Many years. Our original from Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
So-
But I know some of the culture over,
so that's the
like
difference.
Germany.
I was gonna
Yeah.
tell everybody I'm going to Plan B. Will was beside himself. He meant to call me yesterday.
Oh.
He was working with his nephew,
I don't
Jimmy,
know anything
busy, so I said, well, we got something else, that's all right.
Oh.
So y'all talk and
We
we'll.
good. I'm glad.
I'm good. I'm good myself. Had some cake
I know
now.
he's really embarrassed.
Had some cake and a different stuff.
That's right. And Meacham cake.
Does everybody eat strawberries and,
Always bragging about her cake.
y'all eat strawberries and?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, potato chat. She only cooked potato chat once. Once.
I know.
She don't cook potato chat just once, and that's it.
Well. Now, who wants, I've got Pepsi, Coke, Mountain Dew, water, or Diet Coke.
I'm fine right now.
We
myself.
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, what do y'all want, Miss Riddle?
I'll take water.
Water?
I came from Starbucks just for that.
Stop.
Well, you drink
So now you're
Starbucks,
thirsty,
that'll
huh?
keep you all day.
And what, how about Mr. Riddle?
Keep you going.
What would you like?
Water will be all right.
I've got it, huh?
Need
Alright.
help?
You just sit right down,
I'm gonna
relax.
drink
I got
mine.
it, sit right there. No,
I
I'm
got
not.
mine at the bottom.
You sit-
I'm gonna just drink it at the bottom.
Well, it's not.
That's all right.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
How about you, Mike?
I'm good.
No?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, sit down, Daniela. Just sit, relax.
Yes.
No, I
You
don't
need-
relax.
I got it.
She's always working, I noticed that. Every
She
time,
is.
yeah, at all the events. Yep, she's busy, busy,
How's
busy.
your restaurant coming? Is the, in it? Yeah.
And welcome.
Yes, sir.
Julia, is that the restroom right straight down the hall?
Right in front, yeah. Make sure she doesn't have a bucket or anything there that you might trip on those. But sometimes she puts things in there on Fridays when she's cleaning. So y'all keep on talking, I'm coming right behind you. Don't get up, Daniela, I'm telling you, go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna work. She will not rest. She will not relax.
Mhm.
And then
You too.
you do that.
I'm gonna get you on the film like that.
You didn't get me yawning, did you,
No,
man?
just.
Oh, definitely.
Let them pick up.
Put him on Facebook, yawning.
Again, this is just for my
I said, put him on Facebook, yawning. Let me see.
Tell you, that's hard not to get, but I can't eat chocolate.
You cannot eat chocolate?
No, she eats
I mean, you like you like.
Just let them pass it along, then I would just put it on the table and
That's
then
good
pass
too.
it.
You can try this. It's not chocolate.
Like
Yes,
it.
I did bring it up plate.
Then he did get strawberries.
On a strict diet,
Just let them
Mr.
pass it along. We'll pick what they
You on a
want.
strict diet?
Mike, you gonna eat strawberries?
Just
Yes,
certain
ma'am.
things.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can do the
Oh,
finger.
that look good. What's that right there? Yeah. Hate to stick my finger.
Let's stick them.
Come on. Got that one.
Can you do strawberries?
Every now and then.
Well, I don't push them on that if you don't want them. Then you want them? Really? I mean, you don't have to eat them.
I
You don't.
be eat a few.
The
Well,
chocolate.
shoot, let me give you a
All
small
the
plate. This is
chocolate.
small.
I
If you don't
need it.
really like that.
I don't really need all the chocolate. Let me get this one right here.
Then you work your load.
I'll try that one.
No,
Them had some of
no
those.
chocolate, no
I
carbonation,
don't do
He's
a
already got
whole
his
lot.
strawberries.
No caffeine.
no caffeine.
No caffeine.
No
For
caffeine.
caffeine, not
I don't do a
carbonation.
lot. I don't do caffeine. I don't, just don't caffeine.
It's too stimulating
don't.
for his heart.
Get 'em here. Get this with my finger.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been with my dad. I've learned a lot.
Thank
you.
What
You don't
we're going
anything,
through
Mike, to
with
drink?
him
No, ma'am.
Okay.
and what the medications are doing and not doing. What they like it.
Here's.
Is your
You
hand.
can chocolate?
Yeah, I'm glad you got mine too. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, that's great.
I just.
Let's see. Is that everybody?
Don't worry about it.
One more.
Don't worry about it. Thank you.
This is good. This is good.
I wonder what vanilla tastes like. Yeah, I did the vanilla thing.
This here?
All right, let's see. Do you want coffee then, Noah?
Yes, I
And
can
put
drink
cream
it.
on it.
I need.
I don't like them by themselves.
And,
I'm good with cream on.
Are you getting us eating? Putting us on Facebook. We're gonna show up.
Jen, I'm gonna do a half cup. Jen, you didn't want anything to drink either?
Give me a little small bottle of water, be okay.
You might want.
These strawberries are good.
Thank you.
Well, good, I hope so. I'm waiting for the lady down
I like
in the Weldon to get her asparagus and strawberries in.
This strawberry tastes
At
right
the end
good.
of well.
No, I said I'm waiting for her to open hers, get hers in. She's not open yet.
What lady?
The one down at the end of, between here and Halifax.
Oh, 301.
Right, I'm on
The orchard?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was
Where you
closed. The
got your
strawberry
peaches?
was not in
You ain't got
plastic.
peaches from
I
us.
forgot to bring
Closed.
cream, excuse me.
Once you come back, you found out you couldn't eat a lot of them.
Do you like drink?
I've had enough today. Mm-hmm.